So today, let's focus on progressive muscle relaxation. And what we'll do here is begin to teach ourselves where our bodies are tense and we don't even realize it. So sometimes when we have this desire to relax our bodies, we're in such a state of constant tension that it can be difficult to even recognize that something is tense so that we can relax it. So what we do with progressive muscle relaxation is that we take different muscle groups and we intentionally over tighten them, and then we relax them. And in doing that, it sort of helps us learn to relax in places that maybe we hold tension constantly a lot. One thing that it's important to do as we approach this particular exercise is to remember to breathe. So a lot of times when we're holding some tension, we tend to hold our breaths as well. And so one thing you can try to encourage yourself to do is when you're holding a particular muscle group, to hold it long enough and then remind yourself to breathe a couple of times while you hold it. Relax when I direct you to do so, and breathe during that as well. So be aware of where you're holding your breath and pay attention to the sensations that you experience through that tightening and relaxation process. So this is an opportunity to really focus on physical sensation and hopefully receive some relaxation at the same time. So as always, I encourage you to find a comfortable position. Some folks like to lie on the floor, others prefer to stay in the chair. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. You can also just find a spot to gaze at lightly. And I always like to begin with becoming present to the space we occupy, becoming aware of the ground beneath the body, the chair supporting the torso, the feeling of clothing and air against the skin. Taking a moment to attend to sound. To allow the ambient sound to become part of the practice. And we begin with the feet. So let's take our toes and kind of scrunch them up toward the bottom of the foot so that the toes are curled, and hold that position, remembering to breathe. Notice where the feet are in contact with the floor, or socks, or shoes, or air, and relax. Noticing the difference in sensation between that feeling of tension and when the toes are relaxed. Let's tighten them once again. Holding, breathing, and relax. Let's flex the feet up so that the toes and the balls of the feet are off the ground, pulled in toward the head. And relax. Flexing the feet once again. Noticing what muscle groups are engaged. Remembering to breathe. and relax. Moving to the calves and the shins, the lower legs. Let's tighten those muscles. Noticing what other parts of the feet and the leg have to be engaged when we tighten these muscles in the lower legs. And relax. Noticing the difference in sensation between an engaged muscle and a relaxed muscle. Let's move to the thighs and tighten these muscles, noticing again what related muscles are also tightened. Breathing and relaxing. Let's tighten the whole leg this time. Feeling the tension, remembering to breathe, and relaxing. Breathing during relaxation as well. And now let's tighten the buttocks. Also engage the groin. Holding that tension, remembering to breathe. And relax. Noticing the sense of relief that comes when we let go. Let's hold that muscle group again, buttocks and groin. Noticing how we sit a little bit higher in the chair if we're sitting, or our bodies are raised slightly from the floor. And relax. Moving to the abdomen. Let's try to make that flat belly, that pulling together of those muscles in the abdomen, pulling the stomach in. For me, I find it especially hard to breathe when I'm engaged with my abdomen in this way. I almost have to force the breath higher up into the chest. And relax. Let's engage the abdomen again. Noticing a difference in posture. And relax. Let's move to the back, the lower back, the middle back, and engage those muscles. Perhaps noticing more of an uprightness in the posture. Perhaps the hips are a little bit engaged. Noticing how this feels in the body, continuing to breathe. and relax. Moving up into the upper back and the shoulders, maybe even engaging the chest. It's almost like a squeezing in of the shoulders. A straightening of the back. Almost a stretching of the spine. Breathing and relax. Let's move down to the hands. Begin by clenching the fists. And relaxing. And then flexing the hands so that the fingers are pulled back away from the palm. The palm juts out, and we feel the stretch of the fingers and the hand, the muscles and the skin, and relax. Now let's engage the arms, perhaps an Arnold Schwarzenegger tensing of the arms. Noticing what aspects of the arms are engaged in this holding. Continuing to breathe and relaxing. Let's also try a Popeye bicep curl. Holding that tension and noticing how it feels different from when the arms were down. And relax. Focusing on the neck, the shoulders. Let's scrunch up the shoulders, sort of pulling the head down into the neck so that the shoulders are raised. And relax. Moving the left ear down to the left shoulder and feeling the tension on the right side of the neck and across the shoulders. And come back to neutral. Doing the same with the right ear toward the right shoulder. Not stretching to the point of pain, but just noticing that bit of tension and stretching. And back to neutral. Bringing the head forward toward the chest. And noticing the tension across the back of the neck. Lengthening the neck as far as is comfortable. Allowing the shoulders to come down. And relax, bringing the head back to neutral. And then let's move the head back so that the chin comes up in the air. Closing the teeth so that we feel a pull across the jaw and the front of the neck. And back to neutral. And now let's clench the jaw and push the tongue toward the teeth. Remembering to breathe and relax, allowing the jaw to drop and the tongue to land in a neutral spot. Let's wrinkle our noses, noticing what happens with our lips and our mouth. Perhaps our cheeks get involved. And relax. Let's furrow our brows. And relax. Squeeze our eyes. Noticing any difference in light coming through the eyelids when the eyes are squeezed more tightly. Noticing muscles that are engaged. And relax. Let's raise the eyebrows and forehead as if surprised. Noticing again the change in light coming through the eyelids. And relax. Taking a deep breath. Again, a point of tension. And exhale to relax and allow the body to melt into the chair, the floor. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that that practice was helpful to you and that you will feel the difference in your body. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel so that you can be part of this community. And I hope that you have an amazing day. Thanks.